Professor G-Man Lopo.
Alright, so we are done in terms of the definition of management accounting. Next naman is all about manufacturing costs. No? So you have your manufacturing costs. Although the manufacturing cost is part of the AFAR, di ba? Alright, but as you notice, no, management accounting hanggang sa dulo is basically a manufacturing cost. Kasi niyo ba? Di ba? If you have your budgeting, you have your direct materials. So what are the manufacturing costs? You have your direct materials, okay? Yeah? You have your direct materials, okay? You have your direct labor, right? Yan. And you have your manufacturing overhead, correct? Yan. So as you notice, no, kahit yan ay part ng AFAR, but in the management accounting, we focus more on this, no? Your direct materials, direct labor, and your manufacturing overhead. Why? Kasi nga, umiikot, no, karamihan ang management accounting sa tatlong ito. Direct materials, direct labor, and overhead. Alright. Sorry ako, ulit-ulit ako, no? Maganda kasi, matandaan nyo, kung ano yung manufacturing cost. Alright. Direct materials, di ba? Sabi nila, this is the materials we're in, directly associated, directly traced to the product. Okay? The word here is directly. No? It is directly. Alright. Directly traced to your finished product or finished goods. Same as direct labor. Directly. No? Directly charged to the finished goods. Associated, directly traced to the product. How about manufacturing overhead? It is indirectly. No? To the finished goods. Di ba kaya ang tawag sa manufacturing overhead ay indirect cost. Alright. Alright. Direct materials, directly. Direct labor, directly. Ito ay indirectly. Alright. What are the examples of direct materials? Of course, yung mga wood used to manufacture your tables and chairs. Yan. Parang ingredients, no, to manufacture your beer products. And any other, no? As long as it is directly charged or directly associated with the product. Sir, how about the bolts, the nuts, the nails in manufacturing the tables? Direct materials ba siya or part of the manufacturing overhead? Very good. It is part of your indirect materials. Indirect materials is part of the manufacturing overhead. Ano yun, sir? Yan yung mga nails, bolts, yung mga ginagamit natin to manufacture the tables, no, and chairs. Sir, bakit naman yan ay indirect materials? Eh di ba, sir, pag walang pako, walang tornilyo, hindi mabubuo, no? Hindi mabubuo ang upuan mo or ang inyong tables. Yes. But in terms of the volume of the materials or in terms of the amount, it is immaterial. Why immaterial? Because the bolts and nuts is basically a part of the manufacturing overhead. Naalala ko dati, ako ay inutusan ng lolo ko, no, na pumunta sa hardware because my lolo is an engineer, no? Sabi sa akin, bili ka ng pako sa hardware. Alright. Diba? Sa hardware, hindi ka makakabili ng pako na isang peraso lang. Tama? You can purchase nails, no? Kinikilo, diba? Nilalagay pa yan sa dyaryo, diba? Yan. Meaning, in terms of amount, it is immaterial. Okay? Yan. That's why indirect materials is part of the manufacturing overhead. How about direct labor? Direct labor is basically part of, direct labor is part of the overhead, of the manufacturing cost, but it is directly associated with the finished product. That's why direct labor siya. Alright, direct labor. Now, how about, sir, the salary of factory worker? Direct labor ba yun? Yes. Kasi sa Tagalog, directly, sila mismo ang gumagawa ng produkto. Okay? Sir, how about yung plant manager? How about, sir, yung supervisor in a plant? Direct labor ba siya? Very good. It is part of your indirect labor as part of the manufacturing overhead. Alright. Why indirect labor? Because, yes, sila ay part ng company, sila ay part ng planta, sila ay part ng production, pero indirectly. Diba? Ano bang ginagawa nila? Mag-supervise lang, mag-motivate lang, taga-sermon, di ba, in reality. Yes. Yan, taga-sermon. That's why it is an indirect labor. Part of the manufacturing overhead. And you have also your other, di ba? Other factory overhead. Ano yung mga other factory overhead? You have depreciation, you have rental, warehouse, no? That's basically part of the manufacturing overhead. Alright. So again, umiikot ang mundo mo if you are in the cost accounting as part of the AFAR, and also if you are in the management accounting, karamihan nandito umiikot, diba? Standard costing, budgeting ka man yan, relevant costing man yan. As you notice, direct materials, direct labor, and overhead. Diba? Pasin nyo. Very good. Alright. Direct materials and direct labor, it is called a prime cost. Prime cost. Alright. Sir, bakit direct materials, direct labor is a prime cost? Very good. Majority of your cost, majority of the product is basically direct materials and direct labor. Di ba? Nakikita nyo yung tables and shares, usually direct materials yan and direct labor. Yung gumawa mismo ng produktong yan ay direct labor. Alright. Meaning, by the way, direct materials plus direct labor plus overhead, it is called total manufacturing cost. Manufacturing cost. Alright. Meaning, prime cost plus manufacturing overhead is also known as total manufacturing cost. Correct? Yes. Alright. Next, direct labor and manufacturing overhead is also known as conversion cost. Alright. It is called conversion cost. Alright. Meaning, direct labor plus overhead is a conversion wherein your direct materials will become part or will become a finished product. That's why direct materials, di ba, plus conversion cost is basically your total manufacturing cost. Wherein your direct materials will be converted into the finished goods or the finished product. Take note of this. In the board exam, nandito karamihan nakakamali ang estudyante. Prime cost daw plus conversion cost is total manufacturing cost. The answer is wrong. Why? Mauulit ang direct labor. Wag kayong tumawa, no? 60% of the students, no, sabi nila, kasi true or false to, in the multiple choice. Prime cost plus conversion cost is equals to manufacturing cost. The answer ng iba true. Mali. It should be false. Because of direct labor. It should be prime cost plus manufacturing overhead. You have your total manufacturing cost. And you have also direct materials plus conversion cost. You have your total manufacturing cost. Why? All of this will become part of the finished goods. Eh, sabi nila, sir, paano pag hindi pa yan tapos? It will become, or soon muna, magiging part siya ng work in process. Yan. That's why, again, manufacturing cost is also known as inventoriable cost. Why inventoriable cost? Ba't siya inventoriable cost? Kasi, for the meantime, it is part of the inventory. No? Part of the inventory, then, pag naibenta na, will become part of your cost of goods sold. Pag hindi pa tapos, di ba? Work in process is the partially completed product. Pag natapos na, will become part of the finished goods. Correct? Yes. Also, manufacturing cost, inventoriable cost, is also known as a product cost. Alright, why product cost? Because these materials, this labor, this manufacturing overhead is the one, no? Cost per unit. You will compute for the cost per unit. Kaya nga sinatawag siya na inventoriable cost. Alright? And eventually, part muna siya ng work in process pag hindi pa tapos, and also become part of the finished goods, and also will become part of the cost of goods sold. Yan. Again, work in process, partially completed product, finished goods, completed products, and available for sale. Cost of goods sold, meaning from the receipt, naibenta na. Alright, next. If you have manufacturing cost, inventoriable cost, mayroon tinatawag din na non-manufacturing cost. Okay? Non-manufacturing cost. Or also known as, kung ito ay inventoriable, ito naman ay non-inventoriable. Tama ba? Alright, non-inventoriable. Non-inventoriable. Alright. Or, tinatawag to na period cost. Yan. Ito ay 2-in-1 tayo dito, ha? AFAR, at the same time, Management Advisory Services. No? Kasi malamang ito ay i-discuss din sa inyo, di ba? Ng ating reviewers. No? Reviewers. Okay? Alright. When you have non-manufacturing cost, you have non-inventoriable cost, you have also period cost. Ano to? Again, automatically, ito ay part na ng cost of goods. Part siya ng not cost of goods sold. Basically, it is part of your expense na. Alright. Sorry not cost of goods sold. Automatically, expense outright. Alright. Period cost, non-manufacturing cost, non-inventoriable cost. Ano pala to? Sila yung taga-benta. Sila yung human resource personnel. Alright. Sila yung taga-logistics department. Yan. Alright. Catroom. Tingnan mo yung parang may bumubuka. Yung ilaw. Yan naman. Again, non-manufacturing cost is also known as non-inventoriable cost and also known as the period cost. So, meaning, sino to? Sila yung taga-market ng product, taga-marketing, taga-advertise, taga-benta. Sila yung kayo mismo, no? Soon, you will become a certified public accountant. Nandito na kayo. Yan, as part of the service and support, no? Sabihin ko sa inyo, no? Lahat kayo magiging certified public accountant. I-claim nyo na. Diba? And also, a period cost also. Diba? A period cost. So, of course, you have your selling. Alright. Selling and marketing. Diba? Okay. What else? Sila yung general and administrative expense. Yan. Administrative. So, automatically, it is expense outright. Alright. Again, manufacturing cost is also known as inventoriable cost or product cost. You have your direct materials, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead. Meaning, it is also called total manufacturing cost. Pag yan ay hindi pa tapos, will become part of the work in process. Pag natapos na, will become part of the finished goods and available for sale. Pag naibenta na, will become part of the cost of goods sold. And you have your non-manufacturing cost, you have your non-inventoriable cost, and you have your period cost. Also known as, no? Automatically expense outright. Diba? They are selling and marketing, and also they are the general and admin expense. Alright. That's basically the manufacturing cost versus non-manufacturing cost. Alright.